on another episode of whatever this is called. Um, looking to the topic of whether or not Bitcoin and crypto are going extinct. And what I mean by that is are Bitcoin and crypto already destroyed, having been hit by that giant asteroid known as whales, large financial institutions and governments, and other centralized authorities that have essentially taken control of the vast majority of the coins on Bitcoin and are quickly getting control of Ethereum if they don't already have that, and are basically making crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all those assets you love so dearly if you're in the crypto space, essentially fail at what its big primary purpose is. And what is crypto's big primary purpose? It is to increase your freedoms. So I made a little video about this earlier today, posted it, and it's sort of my synthesized thoughts about the state of crypto and Bitcoin. And it's a kind of a first go around, having boiled down the thoughts into as succinct a format as I could. It's about 15 minutes or so of video time. And I highly encourage that you watch it. It's on my channel. It's the latest video that I posted today. And go have a look, see, tell me what you think about it in the comments. Right? If what I suggest in the video is true, then basically the end is nigh for the purpose of crypto. And if you think that the purpose of crypto is just price go up, then you really need to go look at that video. Because the purpose of crypto from its inception was never just price go up. Okay, yes, Satoshi said it might be worth getting some in case this thing catches on, right? But the idea was never just price go up. The idea was to have a permissionless electronic peer-to-peer cash system and network that secures communication between the two parties without a middleman. That is the purpose of crypto, right? To be uncensorable and immutable and portable and divisible, to give you all the benefits that it has without having to rely on a third party. That's the whole point of the double spend issue being solved, as well as the public ledger, as well as everything else that's baked into a properly built, cryptographically signed cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. And currently we don't have that when we know that most coins are already in the hands of them that has the power and the money and the influence. And you might say, well, there's still another 1.3 million Bitcoin to be mined. Yeah, great. So out of 21 million potentially mined Bitcoin, and however many potentially mined Ethereum, which doesn't really have a cap even, this is falling more and more into the hands of large players. Right, out of the 21 million Bitcoin, 19.7 million have been mined. That means miners have less and less influence, even though they might be getting richer and richer as the price keeps going up over the years. That means they have less and less influence over the hash rate. Why? Because there's going to be less and less miners, who can even afford to keep mining when prices go sky high and then crash and they need to pay their bills, and they'll still be sky high compared to where they are now. Right? A lot of them are going to pull out like they do every number of months or years whenever we hit a peak at an all-time high and then it starts coming down. And the next time that people sign out of the deal, it's highly unlikely too many of them are going to get back. When the minimum buy-in is going to be 100 grand of Bitcoin, probably, and who knows what the maximum will be. It'll be far more expensive in terms of electricity because the algorithm will be that much harder to solve each time for a block. and therefore most people will not put their money back into mining. Right? And some will, of course. Some people who have the capital, of course they'll do that. But a lot of miners don't have that kind of capital to outlay on electricity. They're better off just buying Bitcoin. And if they want to secure the node, secure the network with a node, they can do that, but it's not going to win them Bitcoin by mining. So the point is, right, that the primary purpose, which is to give people more freedom, is gone, because most of the coins are mined. Most of the coins are in the hands of big. Oh, I'm back live. Okay. So again, the fact that most of the coins on Bitcoin have been mined already. There's less than 10% left to mine. It's decreasing in terms of what's left every day. And most of the ones that exist are in the hands of people who are not intending to sell them. That means that the hash rate of the miners, frankly, matters more and more in terms of trying to secure the network, but is less and less effective. Because if these governments really wanted to, okay, I know I've heard it before too, there isn't enough computer power in the top countries in the world to destabilize Bitcoin. Well, guess what? If the top countries in the world decided to put their heads together, or frankly, if even just the United States decided to put thousands of Bitcoin nodes up with millions of computers mining, they could easily have a 51% force attack Bitcoin. And yes, the Bitcoin algorithm would then change, and basically because the core developers would change it, and that means that the governments would have gained nothing, and they would have wasted their time by having their own blockchain with nobody using it. But guess what? They'll still own the coins on the original network or on the clone of it. So this isn't a matter of just forking Bitcoin or making another algorithm for it and reversing the ledger, which they don't even need to do if they already control most of the coins. Right? The network can be secure as it wants, but it's not going to keep them from controlling most of it. And as long as it's in their centralized hands, they have other ways of making it unusable or unbeneficial in terms of its original promise to users. So, like I said, go watch that video, see for yourself. Definitely leave me comments what you think about what I said in there. And if you like crypto, then you should want decentralized cryptocurrencies to be decentralized. Okay, that's it for now. Happy Bitcoining. Happy cryptoing. Happy. Just be happy.